Hello. I wanted to ask you a question regarding our final project for both Grackle and Giraffe. I'm working on this small project right here and wanted to know if it's okay if I will finish it and will present it. Otherwise, I will do a regular to do list rather than finishing up what I'm doing right now, which might be a little bit more interesting. I am building vanslife application that is right now can be seen right here. I'm using Scrimba's template, and they have done some good job providing with their designs right here, which is really neat. It has some main routes. I call them public routes, or the host routes, or I call them public routes. And there are some reusable components, and we do all CRUD operations with that if needed. Also, there is a authentication tab right here as well. So it can be good for Giraffe too, and something for React. And yes, it is using React router. So right now, all the routes are designed and done on browser side. And let me just show you what is looking like right now, and I will show you the code base after. At the moment, we probably don't need a user here, so the user can go. Here it is. It's not pretty, but it's functional, as functional as it can be. My pretty face can go here. Or actually, there will be nothing displayed on this side as well. Oh, yeah, I know. Float on top. All right. This is my vanslife application, and I am designing it for small screens right now. So it is under a small screen tab on Google DevTools as well. Over here, we have our public route that has host, about, and vans, and the button. Everything here is a link or form that redirects you to somewhere. Vanslife, you can click host, you can click about, explore vans, and vans. Vans are listed under this endpoint. You can also filter them. You can also choose a van with its description and its ID right here. You can go back to already filtered vans. You can clear filters as well, do the same tricks, and the filters will not remain. That's a cool router feature that I really love. That's pretty much it about public routes. When we go to host and we try to get our private information there, we can create a new user, which will be a pretty user. Pretty fella. Gmail, no, gmail.com. There is no validation currently. There is some. If the empty field, it will give you an error, but Mongoose should do the validation for you. But we'll do one with secret. Everything is stored in Airtable, and I do have a few tables for it. Right now, I have some users here with their incomes and their reviews. This is a randomly generated data. So I can log in, and of course it will give me an error. I'll go back. I will register my what's his name? Pretty fella with his secret. I will register it. And right now we have this JWT token, and we have that Pretty fella is in our database. Okay. And right here we have his vans. These three are hard-coded. There is no relation between van IDs and user IDs at the moment, because I'm not using a real database, which I plan to and want to if I will get an approval. And here is our private section of the fields, which is actually done pretty nifty in a host route, I think. It has this outlet, and it will only be displayed if I have a JWT token. So over here, I can check on whatever, maybe context or maybe a cookie, and the whole outlet will be displayed if I want to do it on browser side and do this verification and double authorization if that's needed, which is pretty nifty. I like it. But yeah, this is how it works. On our dashboard, there is a van snippets component that will also redirect you to the van description tab. Our path is growing longer and longer, but this time it has a navigation bar with details, pricing, and photos that are also changing our routes. So you can go ahead and change something about this Dream Finder, and you want to say that you have a second one. Per se, you want to rename this as your second name, and you want to update it. And right now it's updated. The name is updated, and it's of course updated in our database right here. And we can do everything with the description and all this stuff right here. Per se, if I change a luxury button, a luxury type, it should update itself automatically too, but it's not. Oh no, here it is. So yeah, it should be working better. I'll figure it out later, but it does work. And you can also go back to Vans, to your Vans tab right here. Vans tab is here with our Dream Finder updated recently. That will also provide you a link to the current van. And we have an income tab and reviews tab, which is currently empty, but we can fix it pretty easily. I do have some data generators already installed under the routes. Right now we're on income right here. I will just have to populate some. I wish it was that easy to make money. And let me, income updated. Let me refresh the page and see if it is actually, oh mama, I'm sorry. I should uncomment it. Okay, let's see. All right, at least we have one transition, so it does something. And it should be more, but let's see if I can populate income tab once again. Let's see how it works. Income. Yeah, it's being populated. Some more staff is added. Gen 53, get more money, man. It is sending the request with a slight delay, so the Airtable server will not yell at me. Yeah, and here it is. We have our fella who made some money in February, March, and May. And everything here is interactable, and you can see all your transactions. Not all your transactions, but total transactions per month. And reviews, we can do the same. The reviews, let's see how lucky our, what's his name is. Let's refresh it. Okay, is he lucky? He's okay lucky, only a couple of 1-star reviews. Well, it is what it is. And of course I will make it showing information in a better way, but it is working this way right now. So yeah, some meat of this project. Everything is using React router. So I have a bunch of routes over here. A lot of routes actually. And not every single, but whatever route I have, they use their own information, so they will not fetch all the information. They will only fetch partial information, like what's its name, whatever. So yeah, it has its own loader and some actions right here. Since we are making our CRUD request and we want to post some data, not just get some data, which is, let's see, van details, van pricing, van photos. Let's go to details. It's implemented this way. Action is right here. I'm getting a form data that it's coming from request, and the request is coming from these components that are reusable. Reusable components. Let's see, input with label. Here you go. The method is post, and it will be bounced, given back with its name and a field. The name will be a field, and on its way back in actions, it will have this form of a field name, per se name, and the information of the input. And after that, it will be posted by one of the controllers here, and that's it. And it will get you a console log. Controllers are pretty messy right now, just because I'm using Airtable, and I have to do something around it too, but I have this endpoints right here that I am fetching data from, and a bunch of different getters and some posters. Post review, post vans, update records, my login and register logic right here. Here's all of them. Populate reviews tab. I do have generators, but yeah, data generators are probably the messiest ones because it's a data generators, and they are supposed to be like that. Helpers, coding and decoding. This is uh, coding and decoding this mock JWT token. And if I want to validate name or passwords, I can do it here if needed. If not, I will just do it on backend. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty standard. Nothing cool about it. A bunch of links, a bunch of forms. Yeah. My error page elements right here, which didn't occur during presentation, weirdly enough. And this is what it is. And my question is, can I continue building this project and you guys will accept it as my final project for Grackle and Giraffe? For Giraffe, I will definitely make a regular node server instead of using Airtable. And yeah, this is what it is. Thank you.